and welcome to episode 4 of Travel Directions. Now, as you can see, we're in Chester. This episode is being filmed on Thursday the 6th of February, but when you're watching it, it's actually in March. Me. Because this is actually coming up after my 100th journey to Edinburgh. So this is actually journey 101. But filming wise, this is journey 98. But because I want the 100 journey to be something special, well, I did. That's why it was Edinburgh. Today's journey, well, it started. Well, let's turn the clocks back 6 or 7 hours, where this journey started up at Howden. Well, good morning everyone, welcome to Howden Station. This morning's train plan, what we're going to be doing, we're going to be catching the 0729 TransPennie Express Service to Manchester Piccadilly, taking that one as far as Selby, going to Selby at 7:39, and then we're on the 7:41 Northern service. I think it's going to Halifax. We're taking that train as far as Leeds, and then on at Leeds we'll be making our way up to the Chester area. We're going to be catching the 0842 Northern service to Chester, into the Chester area at 11:08. Now, beyond Leeds, I've never done that section of track on a Northern service. I think it goes through places like Halifax, Bradford, Manchester and Warrington, but it'll be interesting to see how we do. Sit back and enjoy this journey. Time at the moment is 7:10, so I've got a little bit of time to wait for our train to Selby. I'll explain the return train plan in the Chester area. Sit back and enjoy this journey. Here comes an LAR Azuma. I'm not sure which one that was, but I think it was one of the 5-car ones. Right, 7:43. We're now at Selby. We just jumped off 185, 104. Quite a busy train that was. Mind it's a peak time train. And we're now waiting for the 0749 service to Halifax. Taking that one as far as Leeds. Now, I've been told the 0842 Leeds to Chester service is operated by a 195. So that'd be quite nice to have a ride on that. Tosha Diosha, film our next train arriving into Selby.
Gents, once again, next stop is South Milford. Next stop, South Milford. they took it back.
No.
You don't have
Yeah.
But it's still running out.
Yeah. But don't go picking all them colours and put it out. Oh, what if I look at that?
So it goes up.
Yeah, help me.
Yeah. Yes, I thought you might, yeah.
But you pack up quickly.
Got
Match the fit like that. We'll see. Oh.
Good morning, ladies and gents. Welcome aboard to passengers joining us in South Milford. I do apologise for the late running of this service. As you may have gathered, as we attempted to leave the platform there, we are currently running on reduced power. We've been having engine issues, unfortunately, since Hull. We are currently running on a single engine, which has resulted in delays to the service. As a consequence, this service is terminating at Leeds, providing we are able to get there. As I say, unfortunately, any passengers moving on beyond Leeds on this service will require to change at Leeds. We will keep you updated on the way. Our conductor is making her way up and down the carriages. If you do have any concerns about connections, anything of that nature, please do give her a shout and she will try and help you the best she can. As I say, ladies and gents, I do apologise for the service. Unfortunately, we are experiencing delays because of the engine problems that we're having. As I say, we will keep you updated. If anything changes, we will let you know straight away. Thank you. Good morning once again, ladies and gents. Just to keep you informed, we are just waiting to go into Leeds Station, as I say, where this service will terminate today. Unfortunately, due to the engine problems we're having, they are terminating the service early in Leeds. It will not continue on towards Halifax. Before you leave the train, please do have a good look around. Please make sure you've got all your items with you. Don't leave anything unattended. And as always, if you spot anything unusual on the train or in the platform, please inform your nearest member of staff straight away. If you are leaving the station here, please do have your tickets handy for the barriers. Those passengers with connections, I am aware obviously we are behind our scheduled arrival time. Next services we've got leaving at the station. We've got the 8:45 across to Manchester Airport TransPennie service. That's currently 4 minutes behind schedule on platform 16A. We've got the 8:47 to Huddersfield on 13B. And the 8:48 to Sheffield is on 9B. For any other connections, please do check the overhead screens. And remember, just listen out for any announcements regarding those services. Once again, ladies and gents, I do apologise for your delay into Leeds this morning. As I say, just due to the technical issues, we've got a couple of engines out on the service. It has resulted in slower running times than normal. As I say, very shortly we will be on the move and into Leeds Station where this service will terminate. Thank you.
Right, 8:51, I'm in Leeds. I've missed my connection to Chester. So I'm going to see if I can catch the next available train to Chester. Again, they're an hour late, but things happen. Yeah, the train was dead. 2 out of 3 engines dead. Situation update, 8:58. I've been told I can catch the 9:42 Northern service to Chester. So we'll be getting into Chester an hour later than planned. I think we're due at 12:05. Never mind, at least we made it to Leeds. Because I've got an advanced ticket, I will be able to travel on that next available train. Here comes my replacement train, 195125. This will take me to Chester. Right, it's about an hour later than planned. This is 195125, operating the 9:42 Northern service to Chester.
Customers are requested to remain vigilant. If you see anything suspicious, please report it to a member of staff or the British Transport Police via text on 61016. We'll sort it. See it, say it, sorted.
morning and welcome aboard the 0942 Northern Service to Chester via Halifax, calling at Bramley, New Pudsey, Bradford Interchange, Moor, Halifax, Sowerby Bridge, Mytholmroyd, Hebden Bridge, Todmorden, Rochdale, Manchester Victoria, Newton-le-Willows, Earlestown, Warrington Quay and Chester. In the interests of safety and security, I'd like to ask passengers to keep their personal belongings close to them or in view at all times, and if you do see anything of concern, please report it to a member of staff, or you can text the British Transport Police on 61016. Can passengers also just take some time to read the safety notices displayed throughout the train, and be aware that smoking, including the use of e-cigarettes, is not permitted on board any part of this train. A ticket check will be taking place throughout the journey, so we can ask you to have tickets and passes ready, please. Once again, this is the 0942 Northern Service to Chester via Halifax.
This is Bramley. This train is the northern service to Chester. The next stop is New Pudsey. We will shortly be arriving at Bradford Interchange.
If you are leaving the train here, mind the gap between the train and platform edge. And please keep hold of your ticket until you have left the station, as barriers may be in use.
Service will be Bradford Interchange, and if you are leaving the train here, please just take a few moments to ensure you've gathered all your personal belongings, including anything from overhead racks or underneath seats, and do retain tickets and passes, as you will need these to exit the station's automated barrier gates. If you are leaving the service here, I'd like to thank you for travelling Northern this morning. Bradford Interchange, next station stop. joining the slightly delayed 10:03 Northern service to Chester via Halifax. Calling at Moor, Halifax, Sowerby Bridge, Mytholmroyd, Hebden Bridge, Todmorden, Rochdale, Manchester Victoria, Newton-le-Willows, Earlestown, Warrington Quay and Chester. In the interest of safety and security, we'd like to ask passengers to keep their personal belongings close to them or in view at all times. And if you do see anything of concern, please report it to a member of staff, or you can text the British Transport Police on 61016. Can passengers also just take some time to read the safety notices displayed throughout the train, and be aware that smoking, including the use of e-cigarettes, is not permitted on board any part of this service. Once again, this is the slightly delayed 10:02 Northern service to Chester via Halifax.
We will shortly be arriving at Moor.
If you are leaving the train here, mind the gap between the train and platform edge.
is Low Moor, and if you are leaving the train here, please take care stepping from the train to the platform edge as surfaces may be slippery.
We're now departing Halifax.
Customers are requested to remain vigilant. If you see anything suspicious, please report it to a member of staff or the British Transport Police via text on 61016. We'll sort it. See it, say it, sorted.
We will shortly be arriving at Sowerby Bridge.
If you are leaving the train here, mind the gap between the train and platform edge. And platform edge. And please keep hold of your ticket until you have left the station, as barriers may be in use.
We will shortly be arriving at Mytholmroyd.
If you are leaving the train here, mind the gap between the train and platform edge.
stood on the wire. I don't know why I've got him sometimes.
platform edge.
We will shortly be arriving at Rochdale. That there is the Manchester Metro link. We're now departing Rochdale. The next stop is Manchester Victoria.
Right, that's fine. That's great.
we will shortly be arriving at Manchester, Victoria. There's an ex-London Midland 150. We're now departing Manchester, Victoria. The next stop will be Newton-le-Willows.
Customers are requested to remain vigilant. If you see anything suspicious, please report it to a member of staff or the British Transport Police via text on 61016. We'll sort it. See it, say it, sorted.
We're now departing Warrington Bank Quay. The next stop is Chester, where this train will terminate. We're now departing Warrington Bank Quay. The next stop is Chester, where this train will terminate.
This is the northern service to Chester, where this train terminates.
shortly be arriving at Chester, where this train will terminate.
Reminded to keep all personal belongings with them at all times.
Ain't this nice? We're back in Chester. 12:04, 195, 125 has brought me in from Leeds. Admittedly, we're here an hour later than we planned, but we're here in Chester. So what we're going to go and do, we're going to go have a look around the city centre, and then we'll come back here and do the main train spotting. And I'll also explain the return train plan. Basically, we're catching one of them back. That was a lovely ride coming down on that. My opinion for the 195's long distance, yeah, they were alright actually. Nice ride. Bit rough as you go over the set of points, apart from that, they're alright. So we're now in Chester. Right before we walk into the city centre. So if you're honest, I need to stretch my legs. It's quite. We used to come to Chester a lot when we were living in Shropshire, and now we've moved to Yorkshire. Now the train services have changed slightly, because now you get an extra hourly service to Leeds operated by Northern. But Virgin Trains are no longer operating, they've been taken over by Avanti West Coast. And also there is a new service from Chester to Liverpool Lime Street operated by Transport for Wales. The train services, you get one train an hour to Shrewsbury, one train an hour continues to Birmingham International via Telford Central, one train an hour continues to Cardiff Central. Merseyrail operate a 15-minute service to Liverpool Central. Transport for Wales operate an hourly service to Holyhead. They also operate an hourly service to Llandudno. Also a service to Manchester Piccadilly. Transport for Wales also operate a service to Crewe and services to Liverpool Lime Street. Northern operate one train an hour to Manchester Piccadilly and one train per hour to Leeds, which we've just jumped off. Avanti West Coast run an hourly service to London Euston, and some of those trains start at Holyhead. So we're now here in Chester. I quite like Chester, it's a nice place. I want to walk into the city because I need to stretch my legs after sitting on that 195. Nice ride. Right, I'm in the city centre at Chester. I've just had a nice little walk. I'll be honest, it's quite nice to come back to a place I actually know. Because usually I have to go on my Google Maps to find out what places are, where to go. I'm just having a walk around Chester. I'll show you around the Grosvenor Park as well. Return train plan. We're going to catch the 17:16 Northern service to Leeds, which will be a 195. Don't know which one yet until it turns up. And then at Leeds, we're going to be on the June to Leeds at 1947, and then we're on the 2054 Northern service to Hull, taking that train as far as Selby because it doesn't stop at Howden. June to Selby at 21:26, and then we're on the 22:56 TransPennie Express Service to Hull, taking that train as far as Howden because that one does stop. One of the few TransPennie Express services to stop at Howden. So that's the return train plan. Let's have a look at Chester. Just coming up to the cathedral actually. Right, there's the cathedral, which you can walk round. I can't remember how much it costs to go in. I think it's free to get in. Here's your tourist information point. Which right, just walking near the city centre. I want to take you down to the Grosvenor Park. Which is just down there actually. I shall see you at Grosvenor Park. Right, we're about to enter Grosvenor Park. Let's go see if we can go squirrel spotting. So when I used to come up here quite regular, in this park I used to see squirrels. But we're in February, so yeah, we might not see many. We'll certainly see some birds. Can't really see any squirrels at the moment. That's really wrong weather for them. But we'll certainly have a look around Grosvenor Park. And we might go and have a look at the river as well. Well, I can't really see any squirrels, but you might see that's a railway line. Aha! Talking of a squirrel, there's one right there. So the squirrels are playing today. Back to this railway, it's the Grosvenor Park Miniature Railway, which we've been on a few times. But it's not running because it's still the winter period. There's that nice squirrel. We'll get a few shots of this little miniature railway. Right, 13:14, we're at the Grosvenor Park still. Now I need to point out, on this journey we have been using the Northern 10p tickets. They are an advanced ticket, which means you can only use them on the trains you are booked on. That's one of the things about advanced tickets. Plus you can't break the journey either. I want to go down to the river in a minute, and then we'll make our way up to, I might go up to Chester bus station actually, But I'll definitely go and do the train station, do our train spotting before we catch our 195 to Leeds. That's what I like about Grosvenor Park. Squirrels come quite close. Before we go down to the river, this is actually part of the miniature railway. It comes off a little bridge. Now you can ride this in the summer. It's quite a nice ride actually. Oh, we'll make our way down to the river. I think I've seen 3 squirrels now, or 4 actually. There's a few out. Of course you get the usual pigeons there as well. I don't know what they are. Comment below if you know what they are. Oh well, we're going to go down to the river now. We'll probably walk through the river until we get to the other side of the city. Right, we're just going down to the river after leaving the Grosvenor Park area. I quite like Grosvenor Park, it's quite nice. I've got a feeling Chester Marathon might come along here. The river's only over there. Oh well, we're going to have a nice look at the river. Obviously I won't go too close to it because I don't particularly want to go for a swim. Well, there is steps going down to it. Oh, is it me or is that river a bit high? Looks a bit high to me. Oh well, great view. Yeah, it looks a bit flooded today. That doesn't matter. I don't fancy going for a swim today, if I can help it. So instead we walk along the path that goes along the top of it. Yeah, I got a feeling the Chester Marathon comes along here. Well, I know someone who would probably know the answer to that one. My brother, if he's watching, he'd know the answer to that.
Yeah, I've got an A now, mate.
That's a good thing. It's the Grosvenor Park's just up there, actually. Yeah, Chester's nice. I like it. That's why I used to come here a lot actually when I was in Shropshire. I suppose that's one good thing about using these Northern 10p tickets. You can go to places quite cheaply, even though it is on advanced tickets, but it don't matter. Oh well, I'll film once we get round to where the tour boats pick up from. I'll just see you around there. Right, it's 14:30. I've walked it over to the bus station. I'm not really going to film many of the buses because I've mainly come here for the train ride. But soon I'm going to head back to the train station and I'm going to go and watch some trains for a bit and record some of the announcements in my Model Railway. So I'm going to catch a bus over to the train station. I shall see you at Chester train station. Right, it is 14:55. We're here at Chester train station. We're now going to do some train spotting for 2 hours until my train to Leeds, which comes in at 5 o'clock. Hopefully we'll see hopefully we might see a member of the favourite three as well, but I don't know where they are. We will find out. Also, we're going to see Avanti West Coast as well. There goes 175 103, I think it is. Working the 1455 Transport for Wales service to Llandud. No, long time since I've said that. Terminating Avanti West Coast service. If it isn't terminating here at Chester. 221 on the 06. And 195 114 just turned up, terminated from Leeds. Next in, I think this is the 1524 service to Holyhead via Llandudno Junction. Yep, it is. 150 254, which will come off at Llandudno Junction. Rear one is 158 836. That will continue to Holyhead. Correction, that 150 is 150-264. Next out, 158-836 and 150-264, operating the 1524 Transport for Wales service to Holyhead. On arrival into Llandudno Junction, this train will divide 158-836, will continue to Holyhead. 150-264 will terminate at Llandudno Junction. Next train to arrive will be the 1530 Transport for Wales service to Birmingham International via Shrewsbury and Telford Central. One 158-831. There goes the 1535 Avanti West Coast service to London Newton. 221 102 is the front one. one is 221 109. There goes 175002 operating the 1557 Transport for Wales service to Llandudno. There goes 195 112 operating the 1614 Northern service to Leeds. Correction, 195 114 112, sorry. It's been a long day. So correction, that was 195 112, working the 1614 Northern service to Leeds. Next one to Leeds will be the one we're catching back. There goes the 1620 Transport for Wales service to Manchester Piccadilly 175 110. There goes 175001 working the 1630 Transport for Wales service to Lime Street. Right, it's just coming up to 16:30. Done an hour and a half here at Chester. Still got another half an hour to go. We've seen plenty of trains, and we've seen both trains on the Lime Street services. They're 175s. Our train is at 1717. Take that train all the way to Leeds. Should be a 195. Be quite nice if it is. So I'll film a few more trains before filming our train arriving into Chester. On arrival into Leeds, we'll be changing onto a train to Selby. Just coming in now, 175008 on the Transport Wire service to Llandudno. Here comes my train. This is terminating from Leeds, and we'll go back to Leeds. (195) 11. This is 195 011 operating rate 1716 Northern service to Leeds.
Customers are requested to remain vigilant. If you see anything suspicious, please report it to a member of staff or the British Transport Police via text on 61016.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the 1716 service to Manchester Victoria, Leeds, corner Warrington Quay, Earlestown, Newton-le-Willows, Eccles, Manchester Victoria, and stations to Leeds via Bradford. Arrival time to Manchester Victoria is 20 past 6.
I nearly messaged you to say you got it. Yeah, and then I forgot, and then I just never bothered because I forgot. My mum said she'll pick us up at the Domino's. Oh yeah, that one on Main Road. Just because it saves going in all that traffic. It's just a nightmare. We'll get through there, but we're just on the line. Because I was all day yesterday. She was like, because I thought it was already done. I was like, let's put it forward before you go. So I just like put it back. I'm like, it's like pay. Like at least, you know, I got 15 minutes extra pay. Oh god, they want me up. Not bad. It was so Emily's bit. Yeah, I'm so big. I'm like, Chester's. My sister's work there for about 1 year. So I'd love to on retail and because like doing it, having to like tighten the how much I'm again. So there's not really hours on like consistent hours during summer. So I'm gonna apply seasonal self-addiction. I've got paid like $100 house. because I work on a yard as well sometimes, so I'll do like 12-hour days a week and then like 8 hours in the morning, like I could never do it. I get 5-hour shifts where I'm sat there watching a film, like, and all I've got to do is make sure that nobody, gets injured while sitting in the audience. Which is a week before. That's it, a whole week before. I know, right? I'm like, I thought that was like a trading day, so it was only 4 days. Oh, it's not too bad. But then there's 2 days now, Friday and the Monday, so we planned it. What about you? 3 days ago, we did. Yeah. Oh, the Friday before. So we're away for the Friday. Yeah. We're off on the Friday. Saturday. Yeah.
Customers are requested to remain vigilant. If you see anything suspicious, please report it to a member of staff or the British Transport Police via text on 61016. We'll sort it. See it, say it, sorted.
I didn't even know my holiday in February. I was like, what? Do you want to go to Campbell's or something? They're like, oh, what date's that? We have no idea.
We've got an app now, haven't we?
Oh, that's the bloody app. It's not no timetable. It's got no schedule. You see it?
Yeah, it's not existing.
I'm resisting because I don't like technology. I'm resisting.
No, I don't either.
And I did it today and I thought, well, that was a waste of time. I like show my homework.
Oh, yeah, I show my homework really good, isn't it?
But that's not.
Oh, is it?
Have you ever going to show my homework?
Customers are requested to remain vigilant. If you see anything suspicious, please report it to a member of staff or the British Transport Police via text on 61016. We'll sort it. See it, say it, sorted.
Say that again. Alright, I'll see you in less than an hour.
Passengers join the service at Manchester Victoria. This is the 1820 service through to Leeds, calling at Rochdale, Smithy Bridge, Littleborough, Todmorden, Hebden Bridge, Mytholmroyd, Sowerby Bridge, Halifax, Moor, Bradford Interchange, New Pudsey, Bramley and Leeds.
Customers are requested to remain vigilant. If you see anything suspicious, please report it to a member of staff or the British Transport Police via text on 61016. We'll sort it. See it, say it, sort it.
Oh yeah, but no, it's fine, it's alright, yeah, it's alright, yeah. No, it's good, let's go. No, finish my shift. No, that's what you're
Customers are requested to remain vigilant. If you see anything suspicious, please report it to a member of staff or the British Transport Police via text on 61016. We'll sort it. See it, say it, sort it.
We will shortly be arriving at Leeds, where this train will terminate. Right, it's 1947. I'm back in Leeds, and this time, this hour is actually planned. We've now got to wait for the 2054 Northern service to Hull, taking that train as far as Selby. The good news is I have seen the train already, and I think it's a 158. Good news if it is. So I want to have to stretch my legs a bit and have a little run around Leeds. Oh, some people call it Leeds. That goes 195011. That's brought me in from Chester. That's now returning to Manchester, Victoria. Right, it's just turned 2023, still at Leeds, or Leeds. We're just waiting for our train to Selby. Now we're on advanced ticket, so we have to be on this train. On arrival to Selby, we've got half an hour wait for the TransPennie Express Service to Hull, and take that one stop to Howden. Be back into Howden again at 22:05. So I'm just walking down to the platform to go and board my train. I think it's a 158. So be good if it is. Welcome to my train. This is 158754, operating the 2054 Northern service to Hull, taking this train as far as Selby. We're now departing Leeds.
Northern service to Hull. This train is for Hull. The next stop is Crossgate.
Customers are requested to remain vigilant. If you see anything suspicious, please report it to a member of staff or the British Transport Police via text on 61016. We'll sort it. See it, say it, sort it.
We will shortly be arriving at Crossgate.
If you are leaving the train here, mind the gap between the train and platform edge.
arriving at East Garforth.
If you are leaving the train here, mind the gap between the train and platform edge.
We will shortly
will shortly be arriving at Selby.
If you are leaving the train here, mind the gap between the train and platform edge.
We will shortly be arriving at Selby. We'll be alighting the train. On arriving to Selby, this train continues to Brough and Hull. It is 21:31. We're now back at Selby. Now we've got to wait for the 21:55 TransPennie Express Service to Hull, because that train stops at Howden. The one we've just jumped off, 158758, doesn't stop at Howden. So just waiting here for the TransPennie Express Service to Hull. Well, since we've got a bit of time before our train to Howden, it appears I'm the only passenger on the entire station. That's what Selby looks like in the dark. I've just gone 9:30 at night. Over there's the Selby swing bridge. And what I might do, I might film a couple of more trains, because I think there's one due in about 7 minutes. Yes, there is, the 21:40 TransPennie Express Service to Liverpool Lime Street, which they don't go to Liverpool Lime Street, but I think a few of them do, and this must be one of them what does. And looks like the 21:48 service, Halifax service, has been cancelled. Northern service to be precise. Wonder if there's that 170 we had earlier. Might be. Just coming in now is the 2140 TransPennie Express Service to Liverpool Lime Street via Leeds and Manchester Victoria. One 147 on the front. 185 149 on the rear. Just coming out the darkness is my train. This is the 2156 TransPennie Express Service to Hull, taking this one stop to Howden. It's running about 2 minutes late. One 185, 104. Right, we're on board 185, 184. This is going to take us one stop to Howden. It's only about a couple of minutes. And I'll film this train leaving Howden.
عبد الله والله قرادني يا عبد الله هذا يسمعك
وقت الثابت هو من نفسه
اي والله يا عبد الله ما عارف
عيب عليك افا
علي عبد الله انت
انا قاعد بشقتي مسكين
عبد الله انت ادري والله ما ركبت
سجاد وقراني
ما ركبت طياره
عامل
اي والله اي والله خليجيات اي والله
خليجيات
shortly be arriving at Howden. Please mind the step down from the train onto the platform.
We will shortly be arriving at Howden on our mobilising train. Arriving to Howden, this train continues to Brough and Hull. Right, it is just coming up to 22:10. We're back at Howden. I shall end the programme on the next thing for you in a couple of seconds. I'm not going to do a train of the show for this one because we've only been on a couple of trains. And if I had to do a train of the show, it would be have to go to the class 195, but purely because we've been on that the longest. So I shall see you on the next link, which for you will be in a few seconds time. For me, well, soon actually, because I might do the outro in the garage set in a few days time. So I shall see you on the next link. Right, it is time now to end episode 4 of Trajectories. Now I'm actually filming this in April because I've only just got around to doing the editing. Now today's journey we went to Chester. Now the journey started alright, got the TransPennie Express Service from Howden to Selby alright, but then that's when the journey got interesting. We were meant to get the 7:49 Northern service to Leeds. It was running 15 minutes late. Now it came in as a 3-car 170. The front engine had died, the rear engine had died, so we were being pulled and pushed by the middle coach. That was a technical fault on the train, and when the train got to Leeds they took it out to service because it was meant to go to Halifax. Now we got to Leeds about 20 minutes late, and I'd missed my connection to Chester and I had an advance ticket, so I messaged Northern saying I've missed my connection, any chance I can use the next available train. Northern went, yeah, no problems. So I jumped on the 9:42 Northern service to Chester with 195 125. That was a lovely ride going through Bradford and Hebden Bridge in Manchester. Got to Chester, I decided to go and have a nice walk around the city centre. Went up to Grosvenor Park. After that I did some train spotting. I got the 1716 Northern service all the way to Leeds with 195 011. That was quite a nice journey it was. Now when we went past, I think it was Bradford, I saw a train going to Halifax. Thought nothing of it. Go up to Leeds, bang on time at just before 10 to 8. And my train was at 5 to 9, and it was the 148 that we saw up at Bradford. So that was quite nice to have a 148 from Leeds to Selby. And then we had a half an hour wait at Selby before getting the 21 56 TransPennie Express Service over to Howden. Now, TransPennie Express do stop at Howden, but there's only a couple of them a day, and I'm actually on the one. That's it from me. You can follow me on Facebook and Twitter. Here's what's coming up in episode 5. Now, we're going to have 2 parts of it. Both will be uploaded on YouTube on separate Fridays, so you'll be watching them next week, or whenever you're watching it. And those journeys, we're going to Sheffield to have a ride on the Sheffield Supertram. I shall see you for Sheffield coming up next Friday at 7 PM on my YouTube channel, or whenever you're watching this, it'll be in the links, which you'll see where it is. Bye for now. Click here to subscribe to TravelJack's Journeys, and to watch the previous episode of TravelJack's Journeys, click here.